Exploring the world of the Javan rhino, insights into its calves and conservation challenges. The Javan rhino is one of the most endangered species on Earth, primarily found in the Ujung Kulon National Park in Indonesia. This majestic creature plays a crucial role in the biodiversity of its habitat and is a key species in tropical rainforest ecosystems. Physically, the Javan rhino is distinguished by its gray skin and single horn, which can grow up to about 10 inches long. They are smaller and less armored compared to other rhino species, with a distinct skin fold that gives them a segmented appearance. Javan rhinos thrive in dense lowland rainforests, large floodplain areas with plenty of water, and areas with a lot of mud, which they use for wallowing. These conditions are critical for their survival, providing both food and protection from predators. Today, the entire population of Javan rhinos is confined to Ujung Kulon National Park. This isolation is primarily due to extensive habitat loss and the historical demand for their horns, which were highly valued in traditional medicine and as dagger handles. Historically, the Javan rhino's range extended across several countries in Southeast Asia, including India and China. Over the centuries, their territory has drastically reduced due to human activities, leaving them critically endangered and with a highly restricted habitat today. The Javan rhino leads a life marked by solitude and quiet. These creatures are mostly solitary except during mating or when mothers are nurturing their calves. Their days are spent foraging through dense undergrowth, wallowing in mud baths to cool off and protect their skin from parasites and the sun. A newborn Javan rhino calf represents hope for its critically endangered species. The first tender moments after birth see the calf clumsily trying to stand, guided and supported by its mother's gentle nudges. These first weeks are crucial as the calf learns to navigate its surroundings. As the calf grows, it passes through significant development stages. Initially dependent on its mother's milk, the calf gradually begins to graze on small plants and fruits. This dietary transition is vital for its development, building the strength needed to roam more independently. The bond between a mother Javan rhino and her calf is both tender and vital for survival. This relationship is characterized by close physical contact and communication through soft sounds, which strengthens as the calf grows, ensuring it learns essential survival skills from its mother. In terms of diet, Javan rhinos are herbivorous, consuming a variety of vegetation including shoots, leaves, and fruit found in their tropical habitat. This diet helps sustain their large size and supports the health and growth of their young, making their foraging behavior crucial to their survival. The social structure of the Javan rhino is notably solitary. Unlike other rhinoceros species that may form groups, Javan rhinos typically meet only to mate or sometimes gather at wallowing sites. This solitary behavior helps reduce the competition for scarce resources in their habitat. Communication among Javan rhinos is primarily through scent markings and vocal sounds. They use dung to mark their territory and leave a scent trail that conveys information such as age, sex, and reproductive status, which plays a crucial role in their interaction dynamics. Threats to the survival of the Javan rhino are numerous, with habitat destruction leading the charge. As human populations expand, the forests that are home to the rhinos are being cleared for agricultural and development purposes, drastically shrinking their living space. Poaching remains a relentless threat despite stringent protections, primarily because of the high value of rhino horns in illegal markets. This illegal trade is driven by demand in traditional medicine and as status symbols, making rhinos a prime target for poachers. Habitat loss extends beyond just physical space. It impacts the availability of food and safe breeding grounds, which are critical for the survival of this species. Encroachment not only reduces their territory but also leads to fatal human-wildlife conflicts. The genetic bottleneck in Javan rhinos poses a critical threat to their survival. With such limited genetic diversity, the species is vulnerable to diseases and reproductive issues, which can drastically hinder their ability to recover from the brink of extinction. Conservationists classify the Javan rhino as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. This status highlights the urgent need for comprehensive measures to prevent their extinction, signaling the severity of their plight to the global community. Efforts to conserve the Javan rhino have seen various stakeholders, including governments, NGOs, and international organizations, collaborate to protect these rare animals. Initiatives include habitat protection, anti-poaching patrols, and research into their health and breeding. Local communities play a pivotal role in the conservation of the Javan rhino. By involving them in eco-friendly practices and anti-poaching activities, conservation programs gain valuable allies who can provide essential on-the-ground support and surveillance. Globally, conservation efforts are supported by international laws and funding, which help to bolster local initiatives. Programs such as the Global Environment Facility provide necessary financial support to ensure that the Javan rhino does not vanish from our planet. Captive breeding for Javan rhinos presents unique challenges. Unlike other species, their low numbers and specific habitat requirements make successful breeding and reintroduction efforts exceedingly complex, raising questions about the viability of such programs for this critically endangered species. Technological advancements are playing a pivotal role in the conservation of the Javan rhino. From tracking devices to automated cameras, these tools help monitor populations and habitats, ensuring that interventions are timely and based on solid data, which is crucial for their survival. Public awareness and education are critical in the fight to save the Javan rhino. By informing people about the rhino's plight, conservation groups can mobilize support and funding necessary to bolster field protection efforts and habitat restoration, fostering a broader conservation culture. Ecotourism offers a potential source of funding and public engagement for Javan rhino conservation. However, it requires careful management to ensure that it doesn't disturb the rhinos or their habitat, balancing economic benefits with the well-being of this critically endangered species. Looking ahead, the future of the Javan rhino hangs in a delicate balance. Continued efforts in conservation, research, and community involvement are essential to prevent their extinction. The next few years are critical in determining the fate of this majestic species. Every individual has the power to make a difference in the conservation of the Javan rhino. Simple actions such as donating to wildlife charities, spreading awareness through social media, and advocating for sustainable practices can contribute significantly to their survival. Conservation efforts have seen some success stories, offering hope and a blueprint for future actions. Initiatives that involve local communities and use advanced technology have shown that positive change is possible, highlighting the critical importance of continued support and participation. As we reflect on the Javan rhino situation, it becomes clear that the survival of this species is not just a concern for conservationists but a matter of global importance. The loss of any species is a loss for biodiversity and ecological balance. To ensure the future of the Javan rhino, it is vital to support conservation efforts. Whether through financial support, volunteering, or spreading awareness, your involvement can help sustain these initiatives and make a crucial difference. In closing, remember that every species on our planet, including the Javan rhino, plays a unique role in their ecosystems. Protecting them preserves the natural world for future generations, maintaining the health and beauty of our environment.